This video will contain mentions of rape, gore, and both physical and mental abuse. If any of this makes you uncomfortable, please stop watching the video now. Shōjo Tsubaki is a manga turned anime turned live action. The anime adaptation has recently become quite popular over the platform TikTok, with most people advising people to not go out and watch the anime. This is because of how horrific and disturbing the anime is. But of course, when someone is going to tell you to not do something, you're not gonna listen and you're gonna watch it. So then, for this video, I'm gonna be talking about this anime and why it's so disturbing, so that people like you don't have to go out and watch it like I did. For a quick rundown of the plot, the anime centers around this young schoolgirl Midori. We found out that her father's left home and we don't know much about the mother. She tries to sell flowers to this man who she meets. He seems to be a very decent guy, but as always, never trust strangers' kids. So basically, Midori speaks about her current situation with this man, and he tells her, hey, if you ever need anything, you can always come running to me. So then Midori heads home, only to find out that her mother is dead. The last person that she had was dead. And let's just say that this scene where we found out that her mother was dead was one of the, by far, most disturbing things I have ever seen. Basically, because Midori's mother is dead, she goes and searches for this man who said he'd be there for her. As Midori searches for the man who said he would help, she finds a circus where the man works. At the circus, she's greeted with a few different people. The people who work for the circus, and let's just say these were not the nicest of people. As soon as she enters the circus, she gets sexually assaulted. In some of the follow-up scenes, we see Midori get sexually assaulted again, mentally abused, and physically assaulted in some of the most horrific scenes that I've seen in anime. After working for the circus for a while, Midori starts to find out that the circus is going downhill and they're not making much money, therefore they need a new act. This act was a much older man who is a magician, and he took a good liking to Midori despite being much older than her. Works at the circus proceeds to be kind to Midori, or at least come across as kind, so that he can manipulate her into sleeping with him and then eventually falling in love and marrying him. Midori eventually begins to build up confidence from being around this man. She begins to trust him more, and she begins to start feeling confident in herself. One day she even stood up to the other circus members. But like always, this ended with a second round of abuse. One day, one of the circus members joined Midori as she sat on her own, and he told her that he loved her. So yeah, basically, the little magic man that is infatuated with Midori, yeah, he finds out. And this is where some of the even more disturbing scenes come in, because he proceeds to kill this man in the most weirdest way I have seen. Midori sees this and it scares the hell out of her. This man she trusted for so long had actually killed someone. After witnessing the fact that Midori can be seen in the same way that he sees her by other people, the little magic man becomes more and more furious to the point where he even abuses Midori himself. Finally, both Midori and the magician leave the circus. Shortly after leaving the circus, the magician gets stabbed, leaving Midori all on her own yet again. With no one else to protect or stay by his side now, Midori begins to run constantly. Yet every time she runs, she meets a dead end, hoping to find someone that can protect her. Realizing she is all alone again, Midori finally breaks. In the final scenes, we are left to witness the horrific hallucinations and horrific screams of this young, broken girl. The film truly is a masterpiece in showing the true horrors and the evil side of humanity. It is done in such a way to be realistic that it is disturbing to any viewer, as we know that this is not as fictional as we wish it to be. Yet I will still say this. Please do not go out and seek to watch this anime, especially if some of the topics trigger you.